Here we go. Let's see what happens now. I just went to fashion when we moved to the cathedral. Short walk, but we didn't say one word to each other the entire time. My head was spinning. She has a fiance? That word, fiance, kept running in circles in my head, round and round, coming to nothing. I waited until we were saying to speak. What did you mean? I didn't tell you the whole story. Of course. Well, let me tell you in advance. I'm not in love with a man. She looked straight into my eyes. The person I love with is you. Maybe it was self-serving to me, but that one phrase dispelled all my anxiety immediately. That just explained the situation. Just as I expected, it was her parents. In other words, the headmistress who had arranged the marriage. We have beef with the head. We have a lot of beef with the headmistress. This adds to that. And she's selling you then. Great parenting right there. She's certain, but I met him when his only answer was money. Money? But the people was trying to increase her personal fortune. But she wants to help Vincent after all, that's all. In other words, she wants you to marry him so he'll use his money to support Vincent. I believe. On the surface, the Mikado family is a family with excellent pedigree, but that's awful. Beats out the words without thinking. Headmistress could certainly be strict, but I never would have imagined she'd force her daughter into marriage or something like that. Daughter, so I understand. Mothers perhaps are normally attached to Vincent. She's a student, and even after she joined the staff, all she's ever thought about is Vincent S. The part didn't change, even when she got married and had children. This is the place she has responsibility over when she's not at home. I wonder why she's so attached to it. Mrs. Town shook her head. I don't know. I just know that it has something to do with how she spent all of her youth here. I see. Lucille had mentioned before that nearly all of us as teachers were alumni, criticism of herself. I can imagine how that alone creates strong ties to the school. At the same time, this was physically isolated. Spending so many years here in that closed-off environment. It doesn't hard to imagine that a person could become so deeply attached. This Stockholm Syndrome, if it's an object, or an item, or a place? Actually, it might be. Nothing goes deep about seeing Vincent survive. It's just that her methodology differs from that of the reformists. She wants Vincent to continue on forever while preserving its traditions. Money does not grow on trees, and so... Kita Mikado family has a hereditary seat on the board of directors, so I believe she feels responsibility on that front as well. Shugutao explains how the seats on Vincent's board were passed down through the 12 family lines, mirroring Christ's 12 disciples. I don't think it's a coincidence, to be perfectly honest. Note the information of Shugutao's Kita Mikado family, Miyasan's Rosanine family, and Riku's-san's Miyogi family. So you'll inherit her seat too? Yes, you didn't like the idea. I care about the school too. I see. If that's what you wanted, then I was glad to hear it. But the marriage, I always found it unpleasant, so I entered the cathedral and the Bible to escape it. What do you mean? They calm me. I don't want to escape, but it does afford me some sense of peace. The breeze is no longer enough. We can still go try and trail it out. Cheeks flushed as she turned the gaze into my eyes. Because of you. Me? Because you confessed your feelings to me. As long as there was nobody I truly cared for, I could live with it. But now, I can't. I can't possibly get married. Of course you can't. I put a hand on her shoulder just like last night. I could feel her body was softer than her fragile exterior suggested. Do you tell the headmistress? About you? Oh, well, about me, about the fact that you don't want to get married, I guess. I haven't really spoken to her about it. I see. Not even once? She nodded. How come? Are you scared? I suppose I always conscious of my role within my family. Your role? It must be the good girl. Our situation was rather complicated. Our parents' marriage was their second marriage. You might want to remember that when we do the other route. Oh, I didn't know that. I was a little surprised. It was hard to imagine something like that happening under the local renowned Mikado name. That's why our family relationship has always been strained. Well, at some way, I get to play the part of the good girl. My sister sometimes plays a part of her own. So to some degree, constantly, your whole family is playing roles. So part of being the good girl means you have to accept your mother's stock of marriage? Which means I guess this has to become a bad girl, huh? That's right, today is taking my first step. Oh? I really good job regulations. Ah. Lucy placed her hand over my hand on her shoulder and closed her eyes. Yes, the warm sigh makes me feel so relaxed. Her eyes were closed, her expression unguarded, watching her cause my heart to race. I really felt so anxious as if I hate me if I told you this. Me? Hate you? Yes. I would never hate you. I couldn't help you if you never told me. But now as you told me, I could probably back you up somehow. So she was right. Just said that she would help me. Yeah. I nodded firmly. He was to sound up to some other guy? There was no way that was happening. Well then first you have your talk with mother. I need to tell her that I don't want to get married. That's right, that'd be the first thing you need to do. Because if you mention me in that, she'll probably expel me on the spot, you know, or at least try to, you know, again. I guess this would make it a hat trick, wouldn't it? But, I wonder if pleading the fifth would work, because they tried that at me for the same reason, it didn't work. So, I'm just gonna plead the fifth. It works in as well, in fact the matter is that I tried it. He was keeping the out of his house, I don't know. Really? She has to abuse her authority to have you expelled. Headmistress already had a grudge against me. She learned that Mitsuko-chan and I were loved. There was no telling what she'd do. Just thinking about it made me nervous. Headmistress had lost her head over my being in the room with Mitsuko-chan, even though there were people there. You're probably right. Mitsuko-chan nodded. Let's meet her tomorrow. Right. We returned to the dorm. My room was on the first floor, so it was easy to get into the veranda. You shouldn't come into the veranda. Mitsuko-chan was a curious sight, carrying her shoes in her hand. See you again in the theater tomorrow. I always like the outside there. Sure, I'll be there. I'll see you tomorrow. Salutations. Yeah. I tried to see if anyone was in the hallway and somebody was on her way. Phew. Once I was alone, I fought down my bed, attacked by a vague feeling of despondency. It was a bad feeling, though. I understand with the first girl I ever loved. I was going to help to share her burden. I recall my present exhaustion. I closed my eyes and let my conscience drift off like waves against the shore. Next night I went to meet her in the cathedral as promised. This time Mitsuko-chan said she could go through one of the designated exit rooms rather than my own. As Riko-san mentioned before, there are rooms set aside for letting people leave the dorm after curfew. Students are there for those who wish to enter or leave the dormitory after curfew. I'm told this is a tradition from long before we were born. She wasn't referring to winning causes or anything like that. They were real rooms. National rooms had owners, but it was not a Vincent tradition for them to accommodate and keep things under strict confidence. Even at night, if she came and went too often from my room, there was a good chance she might be seen. She didn't want that to happen, so she opted to use the secret, as it said. Her door opened and turned around. Salutations. Hello. Mitsuko-chan's expression was gloomy. He sat side to side we'd done the night before. Did you talk to the headmistress? Yes. I wonder how it went. Given her listless tone, it couldn't have gone well. It was stopped by the headmistress' office, but... yeah? What's it all about? You never came to Ritsuko. Ritsuko? Something the matter? It's about my engagement. Yes? Mother looked at her, puzzled. Ritsuko never defied her mother before, in word or in action. As a result, she had no idea how her mother would take what she was about to say. I'm sure now. Lie or tell the truth? One of which will blow up in your face. Other of which might blow up in your face. Which though? That's for you to decide on your own. Have your seat. He didn't force stuff on you, did he? Oh, no, nothing like that. See, Yusuko, Hyutaka-san may be your fiance, but you're not married yet. How convenient. Please not to wait a single figure until the day of the wedding. If anything happens, you tell me, alright? Right. It's clear that the mother was concerned for her in her own way. She's right, you know. There's no way of knowing what a man is thinking beneath it all. Yes, that's the truth. But it seems it wasn't all concern. Here a woman with a husband and child speak like a girl in high school was a little bit eerie. She wondered if she was ready to get married. Her parents' relationships had been strange for as long as Yusuko could remember. So what does it need? Oh, no, it's nothing. I see. She had such confidence when she first knocked on the door, but now... She felt like there was nothing she could say to her mother. Just had become nature, I suppose. Yusuko smiled sadly. We're supposed to play the good girl. It appears I've become changed to the role. For the room, I never imagined that such a thing would happen. But where's my mother? I just saw her throat close up. I see. There's no doubt. Hello, I hate myself. We should get married. Maybe after I graduate. There's still 2 years left. I'm sure you'll be able to say by then. Yes, I'm sure you're right. Mr. Chan didn't seem convinced. But... Let's apologize to you. Me? I think I'll still see him once a month. Ah. Even though Scott and I were involved now, they're still going to have to see another man over the sense of her engagement. So everything that was going to be pretty hard on me. I'm sure I did as soon as possible. That's right, it would be hard for me to deal with the thought of you spending time with another guy. I think I understand that recently. The feeling? You mean jealousy? Mitsuko-chan nodded. Why is it with Risa-san and Chiho-sama? Ah, but for the culture festival. Really, was only pretend. I didn't like to see it. It's so strange. I don't think it's strange. I think it's really natural. Yes, I suppose you're right about that. And yet Mitsuko-chan sighed, her shoulder slumping. You started working for the culture festival. It really is deeply rooted. What? What about the culture festival? The only reason I started giving the speeches so that the Red Society would win. Oh, right. Get over the situation, but even Mitsuki-san was puzzled by it. I had never involved myself to this degree before. Oh? Then why did you do it? If you're driven out of school by the grand vote next year, I will be forced to give up on you. Ah. In other words, she was still prioritizing her Google role. But instead for what had become in nature, it really was deeply rooted. We won't do like that anymore, of course. But given who you are, now that you've taken up the role, you feel responsibility to the society, right? Yes, well, I suppose. It's only natural that you feel like quits about it, but I think you just keep going on as you have been. Does that happen? I mean, put me aside and work for the Red side the way you usually would. Of course, I'll be sad if I society loses. Don't deny that. And you'll be part of that, of course. But I've also really come to influence in this. Eventually, I'd have to stay here next year too, but I also don't want to make things harder on you. Something to say, and so things do come naturally, at least as much as you can. I will. Well, if we do have to leave school, we can still see each other once a month. Once a month, I can't bear it. What am I doing? How shameless of me. Mitsuko tried to stick out scoured. She pressed her hands against them. She's usually a cold beauty, but she was cute like this too. Well, we see each other every day right now. After all, once a month is way too little. Yes, that's right, yes. The necessary forcefulness was also cute. Really, I had to break my chains, break out of my shell. Mitsuko-chan knitted her brow, murmuring half to herself. What do you think about this from a new angle? Can you use some time? Sure thing. After night, we met at the cathedral. We discussed what to do with the headmistress, but sometimes we just talked. We were allowed to appear close during the day. This has a surprisingly talented romantic relationship, so normally we would be open about it. I had a fear of problems with the headmistress. There's a very good chance that she'll abuse her authority to have you expelled, so we couldn't really show affection to each other while there were people around. It's very hard holding back during lunchtime after classes. How so? We sat down, shoulder to shoulder. Distance between us, physically speaking, had narrowed gradually until now we finally touched. Previously, we all felt the space between us, began to feel the warmth of her skin filled with an indescribable feeling of gratitude. Very hard not to be already friendly with you. Maybe I think that the others might have started to suspect. It's about time they figured it out. Huh? Really? You just have seemed genuinely surprised. Was that sister Konomi? Yeah. Why did you say that? Well. She was in the FX Festival as part of Class C. If they tell you no, what's the better protest? Where did that come from? What about the Weather Festival too? I see, this is a bit of fair to participate. I would deny that, but it doesn't seem nice to him like he's not a member of the class. It's true. So, do you know how the festival rivalry works? No. This is advising teams like class other than grade L, so if you want to start a class C, that's easy.
あんた運動神経いいもんね。運動部にでも入ればよかったのに。英達付属の頃、私結構誘ってあげたじゃない。
You're athletic. We should join the sports club. I invited you often enough back at Itachi Auxiliary. I just didn't have time.
彫像のような見事な体をしていますからね、マサヤさん。
Where's two of the statues, Masaya-san? Really?
なんでそんなこと知ってるんですか？
Oh, how quickly you forget. How do you know that about that? Tsuyu-san looked up as I was responding.
前に写真を撮りましたから。
Pictures that we took before.
写真
Pictures?
最初の頃、マサヤさんを学校のみんなに宣伝した時のことです。律子は見なかったのですか
Which of you we wanted to Masaya-san standing with students? Didn't see them weeks ago?
そういえば見ませんでした。なんだか気恥ずかしくて。
Oh yes, as a matter of fact, I didn't. I feel so half self-conscious.
もったいない。
What a waste.
私も新組なんです。マサヤ様の味方なら心強いですが、解決したかった気も。
Also, Classy, I would be glad to have Masaya-san as an ally, but I should also like to face him in battle. You don't need to face each other.
でも、あの固く引き締まった体はお見事でした。マサヤ様も剣道でもやればいいのと思いましたが。
And her body was so spectacular. You can practice kendo as well, Masaya-sama.
そういえば、写真撮影の時、この実はその場に残ったんだっけ？
Did you stay here for the post session, Kanomi?
ああ、ええ。でも、それだけではありませんよ。お風呂場で直に触れましたから。
Like I said, I don't have to do it. I don't have to say or do anything.
あの時の感触を思い出すと、なんだか体が熱くなるようで。
I see how it felt. Her body went hot. Ahem, ahem, ahem.
風邪ですか？
Hey, got a cold?
いえ、まあそんなところです。
No. What supposed to have?
どっち？
Which is it?
めまいでもするの？なんだかさっきからたまに目が細くなるようだけど。
Did Rio? Seems like he was twisting this whole time.
いえ、いつも通りです。
No, that's how I always look. Really?
マッスルコンテストでもあれば、きっと優勝間違いなしと思うのですけど。
In muscle counts, I'm just certain you'd win. Well, I'm the only guy here. Oh, hey, that tickles! She was stroking my stomach.
まあ、悪化してきたみたいですね。
Grace, this is getting worse.
保健室行ったら？
You go to this office? I can zip up. So I keep running at people and clearing your throat. I guess I was whistling at you.
だって、やっぱり嫌なんです。
But I really didn't like it. Usually sounds lips twisted to a pout. Never seen her so childish before. It's like seeing her for the first time.
マサヤ様と仲良くしているのは、もちろんみんな友達ではあるんですが。
I'm a little familiar with you. Of course I know you're friends, but... Yeah, I guess we could tell them about us, but... I didn't trust anyone, but just to be safe, we were keeping it on the down low.
恋人である私が我慢しているのに、みんなは何の遠慮もないんですから。
Not that I had to restrain myself, while they all feel inside you, really. Well, you don't have to restrain yourself now. I spoke and put my arm gently around your shoulders. It helps a rather bold move. Should have glanced, full of blushing. I could feel my ears burning. His body was a little rigid at first, but eventually she swallowed her to lean on me a little. Since my daring gesture had me so excited, I felt my heart leap into my throat. body is so warm, Misaya-sama. Your body is warm too, Izuku-chan. What were we even talking about? I was laughing about it internally, but at the same time, maybe abnormally happy. Suddenly, I heard a wet hand darted forward, reaching for my side. My body gave a jerk. Sure, your body is really hard. Your stomach is bad on my skin. I'm sorry, it tickles, doesn't it? Not at all. There's different sensations that I was worried about, but I opted to keep that to myself. Oh, wish I'd gone home during the photo session. Oh, what was I saying? How shameless. Izuku-chan wriggled in place, her face turning scarlet. It's so cute, Izuku-chan. This is no matter. I really am curious about it. Choked at my stomach again. Well, what is it? Nothing. Maybe someday soon you'll get to see it for yourself. But I was about to say that to her now. I wouldn't say angry, more like livid. What if she looks like this? She'd probably get angry. So we tried to shut the door as she spoke. Tell my fiance to keep his hands off me. Oh, really? Yes. Thank goodness that was my response to that. Without the other guy holding her hand, I wouldn't allow it. We can work that to our advantage, actually, if you think about it. It'd take a month to kick off, but it could be done. Well, that's what I asked for too. I wanted to leave it at the conversation. I see. Thought of being touched by someone I don't love. Pardon the expression, but it disgusts me. I was touching her just fine. Messiah, did you even hear what she just said? Think about that through my mouth with the presentation. Oh, but we did. It's October and the nights were getting colder, but especially cold and empty, wild place like this. But presently like this, I barely felt the cold at all. Sama, I love you. She whispered the words in my ear. I felt sure to go up my spine. I love you too. Yeah. It was the first time that Izuku had ever said yeah to me instead of yes. It was a trivial thing indeed, but it showed that we really were growing closer. I could feel it. Next time, we'll see what we're doing for the Athletics Festival.